What the fuck I got to do? Fuck me. David Burke. Cool. What's going on, everybody? Got a special beer here today. Got a very special beer here today. You know how at the end of my videos, if you ever get that far, I say if you have any beer recommendations, let me know in the comments down below. Well, had a viewer do that, which is always awesome. So here you go, David. This beer's for you, man. Let's see what I think about it, though. I don't think I've ever had this. Definitely haven't had this. Beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Mate Brewski from the Brewski Review. Today the beer that I have for you guys is Tatra beer. Tatra, boom. Made by the same guys that make Heineken, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like it. It's Grupa Zywiec? No idea how to pronounce it. You can probably see the name on the title, and you have a go at saying that. Grupa Zywiec. That's what I'm going with. But yeah, we got Tatra. We got a nice European gentleman on the top there with mountains, and it's a yellow can, and it's 5.5% alcohol by volume. No listed IBUs on the website. None on Untapped. No IBUs on the website. No IBUs on the can. No IBUs on Untapped. So without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open. I think it's just a lager. Before actually we do crack it open, I'm pretty sure it's, yep, Euro Pale lager. Cool stuff. 500 ml can. Ooh, weird, different pop top can thing. You know what I mean? Great Lakes glass for this particular brew. That's 500 ml can. I like the 500 mils. Looking at the beer, nice golden color, extremely clear, white head on top. Definitely going with that, lagery look. Pretty. It's a pretty beer. It's a pretty looking beer. It looks like beer, Well, obviously, it is beer. But it's just, when you think beer, this is the kind of color you think of. The look of it is beer. Smell it. On the nose, smells like a more or less any other lager. Maybe a little sweeter, I want to say. A little bit more intense, yeah. A little grainy. Sweet white bread. A bit of caramel. A little like corniness, cornflakes. Not skunky, which is nice. Yeah, it just smells like a beer when you think of what beer smells like, and yeah, pretty much it. It's a bit more intensity. Pretty cool. Let's give it a little swirl, see anything changing, anything pops up. A little phenolic? Is that the right word I'm trying to find? Yeah. A little bit of a sharper note in there when you swirled it around. Not too bad. Let's dive in. Okay, it tastes like beer. One thing I gotta point out though, the end is a little bit more bitter, but more or less just kind of tastes just like most other beers. The subtle differences here and there, but not too bad. Need another sip. Need to really figure out what the hell's going on with this. So cheers, everybody. Well, let's keep on drinking. Cheers to you, David. Thanks for the recommendation, man. A little light on taste right in the beginning. Really not a lot going on there. A little grassy, little hay. and the bitterness starts to climb up a decent bit. Going again, more of that like grassy hay sort of bitterness, maybe like grassy and hay bitterness throughout in the back, and that bitterness does last fairly long. Even now, it's still kind of around the taste, but which isn't bad. You know, it's a longer bitterness for a lager. Even longer than like pilsners for me, actually. For me, like traditional pilsners, they do have that lingering bitterness. This one just lasts hell of a lot longer, but I kind of like that. Nice and crisp beer, not a heavy beer though, not a light beer either. Just a pretty good, moderate body throughout. Nice crispiness to it, or effervescence, and it's a thirst quencher. That's really what it is. It's a beer that wholeheartedly quenches your thirst, dries out a little bit at the end, which I kind of like a lot. It's very inviting it invites you to take another sip, and take another sip a little quickly with that bitterness. The thing just that bitterness lasts a decent amount of time and helps dry out the palate just a bit. It's definitely a dry beer. More dry than I think you would assume as far as lagers go into the European lagers and stuff. Pretty interesting. Good flavor though. I don't know why that grassy hay sort of vibe that's coming off of this. That is working wonders for me. Damn. Okay. I'm liking this. I'm actually liking this quite a bit. And the price, we're going to get to that in a minute. Beautiful price. Let's take a look. Traditional recipe, exceptional taste, Tatra beer. Natural ingredients. Boom. 5.5% alcohol by volume. No IBUs to be seen. Original recipe, product of Poland. Brewed and canned at Zywiec Brewery in Poland. Best before, see the bottom. On the side, we have a description, and it reads, Tatra beer is brewed from the finest natural ingredients, malted barley, choicest hops, and pure mountain spring water, based on an unchanged traditional recipe. Each batch is crafted by brewmasters dedicated to producing exceptional Tatra beer. Pretty cool. On the bottom, looking for that canned on best before date, we have, ooh, wow, this lasts a decent amount of time. It's either the 2nd of March 2022 or 3rd of February 2022. Not too sure if they do day, month, day, year. Changes all the time from brewery to brewery, but that's pretty cool. Good long lasting beer. Really tasty. Really tasty beer. Mm-hmm. A little bit of sweet breadiness in the beginning, but really not much, and then just dives into that grassy hay bitterness, and that thing is wow, that's a treat. That's a treat indeed. Pretty cool can. I've always seen it, never bought it though. Never bought it. Would you trust that man going up those mountains? Because he looks like an explorer, and he looks like he knows those mountains quite well. That's all I'm saying. And definitely hydrate with this brew. Going over to the website, Grupa Zywiec.pl, you can change the language into English to read, because it's all in, I guess, Polish, and can't read Polish. Don't know what the hell I'm looking at, so had to go with the English. You find their beers. If I have a good amount of beers. Looks like for Tatra there's 3 kinds. We just got the good old regular one. We also have a mochi, I guess that's a dark. There's a green labeled one as well. We got the yellow label, black label, green label. So I'm just different. That's how I'm calling them, as they differ. Yeah, okay, so it says Tatra is one of the key brands in the portfolio of Grupa Zywiec. For years, it has been one of the best-selling beers in Poland. It's available in 3 variants: Tatra Jonce Pelin, a lager with a deep classic beer flavor, and Tatra Monkey, characterized with increased extract and alcohol content. Ooh. So I just got the Jansen Pelini, Pelne, no idea. And then Tetra Mockney. Increased extract and alcohol content. Boozier of the two. Funny thing is that looks like the Polish varieties of Tatra Jansen Full are 6% ABV. Over here we get the 5.5%. I don't know why they think we can't handle 6. But it is what it is. You click on the beer here and we have a nice description. Classic lager with distinct aromas and excellent deep taste, appreciated by beer lovers who prefer traditional male beer. It is perfect for a moment of relaxation after a hard day. Alcohol content 6%. Mine's 5.5. Light pasteurized beer. Alcohol 6.0 vol. Contains barley malt and barley. Okay, cool. Nutritional facts. Really fun stuff too. Per 100 mils, it's 46 kcal. Is that? Don't know what kcal is, but whatever. Fat, of which saturated fatty acids. No fat in this beer. 2.3 grams of carbs, 0.7 grams of sugars, protein 0.8 grams, and under 0.01 grams of salt. Pretty straightforward, pretty cool. What's the Mockney? We don't get the Mockney. Mockney's coming in at 7% ABV. Okay, so just a percent higher. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff indeed. Moving over to Untapped, Tatra has been given a 2.93 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of 22,225 ratings. Wow, only a 2.93. Very surprising. After a while, you lose a little bit of that bitterness. Kind of gets a little, I don't know, bland. That's weird. Why did the flavor change? Doesn't make no sense. Okay, 2.93, a little lower than I expected. Quite lower than I expected. But now the price. I mean, the price is unbeatable. $2.25 for a 500 ml can, which is pretty cool. $2.25. Throw a toonie, throw a quarter, and you're done with it. You're good. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Overall, not too bad of a beer. Definitely on the the budget side, which is much appreciative. And you know what? There's a lot of beers around that same price, or just slightly cheaper, even more, that are a lot terribler. This ain't bad. Ain't bad at all. Clean, crisp. I wouldn't say super clean because there is that long-lasting bitterness, which I really do like. That lasting bitterness dries up the palate a little bit, quenches your thirst, invites you for another sip. It's all you really need in a beer. That said, guys, cheers the final sip. Let's get ready to ratings and wrap this thing up. Tatra. Rat-a-tat-tat. Yeah, not a bad beer at all. Didn't expect it to be that bitter on the finishing and lingering flavors, but it worked really well. Dried out the palate, just a perfect amount. Inviting you for another delicious sip, and hey, for $2.25 for a half liter, can't really complain. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good indeed. Overall, Tatra beer gets a solid 7.2 out of 10 for me. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want me to see a review in the future, you can leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Mate Brewski, that would be greatly appreciated as well. Again, David, I want to thank you for recommending this beer. And hey, I found a new budget beauty in my mind. Really enjoying this. Again, thank you. And with all that said, guys, that's going to do it for me, Mate Brewski. Like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. It's a hard name to pronounce of this brewery, but Tatra rat tat tatty two lot of T's, lot of tats, little ta 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 ta. I'm losing my mind. Cheers.